Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to use a really cool app called Mover. It's a really powerful piece of software. Today, when we're filled in a world filled with clouds, and I'm not talking about the clouds above our heads, I'm talking about backup clouds, clouds where we keep our files, our photos, our videos, our documents, our PDFs, right? Anything today can be pretty much stored up in a cloud. So one of the things I found that I ran into as an issue actually earlier this year when I was trying to organize my life, I used to have quite a few clouds. Let me give you an example. I used to have Dropbox as a cloud. I used to have Google Drive as a cloud. I used to have Apple iCloud. And I think I had another third-party software called Mediafire as a cloud, and I had one more software and as another cloud. Oh, that's right, Copy.com as a cloud. So you can understand I had all these different types of clouds. Some of them were free, some of them were paid for. And one of my goals this year was to consolidate all the clouds that I had, really just down to one cloud, primarily one cloud. And so and I've done that successfully. I'm actually on two clouds, and one is more for personal, one's for business. So I love that. But in order to get all that information from all those different clouds over to those two clouds, right? I had to find a software that was really going to help me do that. And I found mover.io. Okay, it's mover.io. And at first, my first intention was, okay, I have to download all these files and I have to download the files from one cloud and put it onto my computer and then upload it to the other cloud. And then I started doing that myself. And then I said, you know what, I'm going to give this to my assistant. So then she started doing it. And I was just thinking, I'm like, man, this is taking way too long. There's got to be a better way. Well, behold, ta-da, I found Mover, which is a great cloud file migration software, which is super powerful. So, I mean, it can help you do backups, migrations, or transfers, and it's really, really powerful software. So that's what I want to show you here today and how it works in detail. I'll actually log into my own account and show you how it operates. And the pricing is really, really fair, by the way. First, let me dive into the connectors and what cloud you have. You may see a cloud up on here that maybe you're currently using. I use Amazon S3 for hosting videos. I used to use Copy.com. They've now closed down and retired that software. It was a great piece of software, by the way. And then Dropbox, there's Dropbox for business. You can use a regular FTP, right, if you're using data that way. Google Drive and also Google Drive for Work. Now, the Google Drive for Work is also known as G Suite, or used to be before that Google Apps. So now it's G Suite, so that's Google Drive for Work, okay. And then there's a few other ones here, like Hightail's pretty popular, MySQL, Office 365, but as well as OneDrive, which is Microsoft's OneDrive. Okay, and as you can see, there's a whole bunch of other ones here that you might be wanting to connect with. So those are pretty much the most popular ones. Now, I did actually have one on here that wasn't. I had a Mediafire, which was a cloud that I was using that wasn't on here. So they actually showed me how to connect one of through the files through FTP and make that happen, which was really cool. All right, so let's jump into services and show you that they can do cloud migrations, cloud backups, and also any managed services. So the cloud backup is great if you want, if you have a cloud and you want to back up that entire cloud somewhere for safe storage, okay, in a whole nother area. Now, personally, I don't use Mover for this. I actually use another piece of software called Crash Plan. Maybe I'll do a video on that here in the near future, but I use a software called Crash Plan, and it's always backing up all the files on my computer. Whenever I add a new file, it's backing it up to a third-party backup service. So I use that. Now, here is the pricing. It actually gives you a great little calculator here, and it shows you, do you want to migrate or back up the storage? So let's just go from Dropbox, which is pretty popular. See, I need to migrate from Dropbox to, let's go to Google Drive, one of my favorites. And we could do Google Drive. Let's just do regular Google Drive here. And then you're just going to add in the gigabytes. Now, with Google Drive, they give you 15 gigabytes for free, and Dropbox, you can actually attain more gigabytes by requesting friend invites. So I'm just going to use a simple 10 GBs of data, and as you can see here, it's a one-time cost of $20. Now, for me to take my time to do all that would just take a lot of time. It would take me more than $20 worth of an hour to make that happen. Even to pay my VA, it would take more than $20 to make that happen. Okay. Now, here's the cool part. If you're doing it migration, there's the price. If you're doing a backup, it's letting you know what the backup would be per month. All right, so now let's just say you had over, because I want to show you something here. See transfer data, if it's over 20 GBs. So let's just say you had 30 GBs. That would tell you $30. And the reason why that is every additional GB is $1. Okay, you see that? Every additional GB is $1. So the flat rate is 20, and then every GB after that is $1. All right, and then they have enterprise. This is if you're running a really, a bigger, multiple users, bigger organization, more GBs. You can get, you can buy it per user by the month, one time or annually. So there's a few options there that you can use. Now I'm actually going to log into my account just to show you how it works. Okay, so here is the portal area where you can select your first drive. So like I've told you before, I mainly was using Google Drive. So all you'd have to do is authorize a new Google Drive. There's one of mine already, and you can reauthorize, and you can even delete a drive. So in the example I just gave you earlier, if I was to do Dropbox, all you would do is authorize a new Dropbox account there, and it will actually take you to Dropbox, right? It'll ask you what name do you want to call it, and it'll authorize it, and it'll basically ask you to sign into your Dropbox. Then you would say, okay, where do I want to move my Dropbox? Over to my Google Drive, and you would select that, authorize it. Then it takes you to the activity log. Here is when you hit transfer, you'll start seeing the files move right over. Okay, so if you can see here was some files that were transferred with 17 GB. You see that? All right, so that's just an example of how you can see how it would work and how it would come together. Very, very simple process. You select the source, and then you select the destination. Very, very simple software to use. Here's the really cool thing. It's actually super fast too. And if you have a lot of GBs and files that you're transferring and migrating over, the cool thing is you can actually shut your computer down, you can move away, you can do something else, and it will just back up behind doing a backup without you actually being on the online. So you don't have to worry about keeping your computer on and waiting for it to all finish. You can actually just let it run, and it's good to go. It doesn't really take that long. It's actually pretty fast, which is great. So yeah, so that's Mover. I hope you have a chance to get out there and use it. Remember, just one thing to keep in mind, try to consolidate the amount of clouds you have. I know there's a lot of cloud services out there, but in order to build a good business, in order to build a streamlined and easy lifestyle, less is more, right? And you want to condense everything and keep everything organized and have everything in maybe one or two places maximum. Having a whole bunch of different resources at your disposal or in use all at the same time can be pretty confusing and overwhelming. All right, so that's Mover. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please let me know. If you learned something or have any questions, you can let me know also. And or if this is powerful and you want to share this with somebody, please do. All right, talk to you later.